Now I'm sharing my laptop screen with every one of you so that uh, everything, whatever I'll be doing on this environment, small, basic, it can be visible to you. Now the first thing that is there in your book is constants. Fine. What is a constant? Can anyone tell me what is a constant? Right now we are talking about constant. Okay. Constant are
A value which does not change during the execution of
During the
program.
execution of a
better.
program.
That is absolutely right. Remember this term. Remember this term. Fixed value. Value. A thing whose value cannot be changed, which remains fixed throughout the program. For example, 5, 6, 7. You cannot change 7, right? We cannot change the value of 6. It is going to be 6 only during the execution time also and during
उनकी आवाज
compilation.
तो आ रही है लेकिन
Okay. So these are known as
कनेक्टिंग आ रहा
numeric constants. Constants are categorized into two different categories. Beta, can you please mute yourself? Who is this? Who has put himself on unmute? Beta, please mute yourself.
There is a so much of background voice from Khanak and
Beta, please mute yourself, Kanak. Okay, so constants can be categorized into two different categories. One is numeric constant, and the second category which is given in your book is alphanumeric or string constants. So if suppose you're writing like this, a is equals to 5. Can anyone tell me what does this mean? A is equals to 5.
Sir, a variable is equals to 5.
variable.
A is a variable.
not able to see
That-
your screen.
Who is this?
Kanak, it's your network issue, I guess.
Yes,
No, I
sir.
guess.
Khanak is there.
So what I have done is I have assigned this value 5 to this variable a. Okay. Now this is a variable. Why we are calling it a variable? Just because we can assign it any value. Okay, we can assign it any value. Anything whose value can be changed, it is known as a variable. Remember this thing. Anything whose value can be changed, it is known as a variable. Okay, likewise you can assign it, if you want to assign it 6 as a value, you can assign it like this. You can assign it 7 also as a value. You can assign it 8 also. Okay, now can anyone tell me what is the error in this code? Can anyone tell me what is the error in this code? Or if I want to find out the error,
Can I tell?
what I can do?
Sir,
Yes,
can I
Kanak.
tell?
Yes,
Sir, can
Kanak.
I tell?
Sir, can I tell?
Sir, can I?
Please go ahead and tell me what is the error.
So the error is that in the first in the this variable we have not written text window dot write line and the bracket also.
The bracket.
That is not correct, dear.
Because variables don't.
Who else want to try? Did you guys practice it practically or not? As I've told you that whatever I'm teaching you, you have to do it practically. Then only you will be able to understand what coding actually is. How can you code? If you really want to become a good coder, you have to practice everything practically. If you really want to know how do these codes work.
Sir, I know.
Yes,
Sir,
what is
because-
the error in the
second
first
line.
line? What is the error in the first
Sir,
line? I'm talking about the first line.
First line.
Yeah. Acha chalo.
Sir,
Let's
because the
let's
dots are around it.
Beta, if we want to know, if you want to find out the error, the best way is to run the program. Okay, if you run the program automatically, if there is some error in your program, now what is going to happen? This error window is going to tell you about that error. Now, what are we getting here? What is the message that is getting reflected over here in this error window?
Unexpected token found.
Unexpected
Token
token.
found.
That is absolutely right. So this semicolon is an unexpected token. We need to eliminate this. Then only our code will get executed. So now if you run the
Sir, I said
program,
that
you are going to get this output on your text window. What are we getting here? We are getting the value of a. What the value that
Sir,
we
I
have
have a
assigned to
doubt.
that variable a. it is getting reflected here on this text window. Okay. Yes, who's this?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Sir, but when we
Yes,
do
please.
coding in code.org, we have to place semicolon.
That is right, because
But
it
here,
is a different platform, not here. I have told
yes,
you in the
sir.
beginning
Yes,
also,
it is
different
different.
platforms have
Yes,
different
sir.
rules
This
and
is a
regulations.
different platform.
That is right. Yes, who is this?
A doubt, Khanak.
हाँ बेटा खनक पूछिए ना, डाउट पूछिए.
Sir, when we click on run button, so a black screen appears and it says that press any key to continue. So what will happen if we will press any key to continue?
I think I've already discussed it several times. But just because you have asked the issue, I would like to tell you one more time that if you will press any key on your keyboard, what is going to happen? You are going to get redirected on this edit
To
window
the
again.
code panel.
Exit out the
Okay,
program.
it's just for getting redirected back on the edit window.
Sir, I
Fine.
have a doubt.
Come back to the
Okay, sir.
edit
Yes,
window
Kanak.
while
Yes,
pressing
Kanak.
any key.
सर जैसे ये हमारा वेरिएबल था फर्स्ट लाइन वाला, जब हमने इसे रन करा एरर भी आया, हमने इसे एरर को ठीक करने के बाद जब रन करा तो सर फर्स्ट लाइन में जो हमारे ये था 8 सर वही विजिबल था, तो फर्स्ट लाइन में तो ए और इज इक्वल टू का मार्क भी है, तो वो
Sir, because the
नहीं
value
था.
you have written equal.
Beta,
They
beta,
represent
beta.
the same
It is,
thing. That's why it
okay,
is.
Can I
Akshar, no, no, just a
E-
second.
E-
The thing is, Kanak, first of all, tell me whether you have practiced it yourself or not. Because we
Sir,
have already
actually,
discussed about this thing in the previous lecture.
So I was busy in both the days, Saturday and Sunday, so I was not able to do my homework also.
Ab Kanak, here now tell me, is it my fault? Is it your teacher's fault? If you will keep on asking one thing again and again, how is it going to solve your issue? If you will not practice it, every time when I take your class, I tell you guys that you have to practice everything on your own. You have to do it practically on the devices which you have got at your homes. Until and unless you will do these things practically, how are you going to understand these codes? आपकी दिमाग में सिर्फ क्वेरीज ही आती जाएंगी, अभी और आगे चलना है और आगे आपकी क्वेरीज बढ़ती ही जाएगी. तो बेटा जब तक प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे, एटलीस्ट यू कैन वॉच द वीडियो. आपके पास फोन तो होगा ना. आई अपलोड द वीडियो, I'm done with uploading all the videos of the
Sir,
lectures that I've
technical
taken till now on my
okay.
channel. You can at least check out those videos, na dear. If you don't get the time to practice it online, or you don't get the time to practice it on your device, you can check out my videos in that case. Because
Excuse me,
it
sir.
is going to waste our time. Simply बता रहा हूँ कने कि सिर्फ टाइम वेस्ट कर रही, ये चीजें टाइम वेस्ट करेंगे बेटा, क्योंकि क्वेरीज आपके दिमाग में बढ़ती जाएगी, प्रैक्टिस आप कर नहीं रहे हो, तो फिर काम कैसे होगा आप बताइए.
Sir, अब कनक का डाउट मैं क्लियर करूँ प्लीज.
I
तो
want to
नहीं
clear
बेटा,
it.
मैं ही क्लियर करूंगा, मुझे ही क्लियर. See, a is a variable and 8 is a value that we have assigned to this variable. Now here what we are doing, we have not enclosed this a in between the double inverted commas. If we'll put this a inside these double inverted commas, so what is going to happen? It is going to give us a as an output. Instead of giving the value of a as an output, it is going to give us this alphabet a, because right now it is behaving as a simple text. If we want to print the value of the variable we have assigned in the first line to this a, what you have to do, you have to eliminate these double inverted commas. And now when you will execute this code, you will get to see the value of a instead of that alphabet a getting reflected on this text window. So this is a major difference between these two things. If you'll enclose
Okay,
this
sir.
inside the double inverted commas, it will behave as a simple text. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is the
Yes,
first
sir,
type of
variables
constant,
are
that
like
is
containers.
right. Now if suppose you will assign it this value 348, so what is going to happen? The value that you're going to get on the text window is this 348. Fine. So these are numeric constants. These things that I'm writing over here, these are known as numeric constants. But this thing, the value of which I can change, it is a variable. It is known as a variable. Remember this thing. Now constants
so
can be of two types. One is numeric constant and the second is alphanumeric constants. Now what is the difference between numeric and alphanumeric? Now in this we have made use of only numeric characters. Okay, if I will pass a value like this, so here I have assigned this value in which I have made use of alphabets, okay, to this variable a. Now what is the thing that you're going to get as an output? You're going to get this as an output,
ABC.
okay, because this is a alpha numeric constant. This is a alphanumeric, or you can say string constants. Now if you will write down like this is the mixture of alphabets and numeric part, right? This is a mixture of alphabets and numbers, so it will be called as alpha numeric,
Numeric.
or else
Alphanumeric.
we can call it as a string constant, or else we can call it as a string constants. And when you're passing a value like this to a particular variable, make sure that you are enclosing this thing inside these double inverted commas. Otherwise what will happen? You will get an error like this. The variable itna is used but its value is not assigned, because this small basic environment, for this small basic environment, it is a kind of variable, it is not a kind of value. So remember one thing, whenever you are passing a string constant as a value for a particular variable, you have to enclose it in double inverted commas. Then only you are going to get the required or desired result. So we are done with discussing constants and categories of constants. Okay, we are done with discussing what is a variable. All the topics which are given on page number 111, we are done with discussing all those topics. Now let's come on page number 112. So the first topic that is given on that page is numeric variables. Okay, now it's written over here, a numeric variable can hold on only numeric values. Numeric variables can be used in calculations. That is also absolutely right. For example, let's define this thing right on the top in the first line. A is equals to 4. Now what does this mean? This variable is a numeric variable. Why? Because it is holding a numeric value. Okay, we have passed a numeric value and it is holding a numeric value, right? Likewise, if you will define another value and give it, if you will define another variable and give it a value like 6, and beta, can you please mute yourself? Who is this talking? Who is this on unmute?
Sir Khanak.
Kanak, let me just throw you out of the class, dear.
वो बाय चांस अनम्यूट रह
Beta,
गया
please
था
mute yourself. Please mute yourself. So what I am saying is, if suppose you have written this thing in the first line and this thing in the second line, so what you are doing right now, you are making use of two different variables. Okay, you have made use of two different variables and you have assigned two different values to these two different variables. Now if you will write down like this here, what is the output you are going to get? You're going to get the sum of A and B. That is, you are going to get 10 as a result. Okay, so this is the reason why it is written over here, a numeric variable can hold only numeric value. Numeric variables can be used in calculations. So that's how you can make use of numeric variables for doing different kind of calculations. Okay, and
Okay,
do you
sir.
guys know what is the difference between integer and a floating value? See, integers are like -1, 0, 1, 2,
Numbers
3,
including
everything.
positive and negative numbers.
That is absolutely right. Okay, and if you will write down like this, okay, if you are mentioning the decimal part also, with the integer part, okay, in the value section, then this value will be called as floating type value. This will be called as a floating type value because it is a mixture, it is a sum of integer part and the floating part. Likewise, if you will, if you want to make it, if you want to make this value a floating type value, so you can define the decimal part also like this. Now this is the output that you are going to get on the text window, 10.59. So what kind of value it is that you're getting on the text window? Is it a floating type value or is it an integer type value?
Floating type.
Actually, it
Floating
is
type.
absolutely right.
Floating
It
type.
is a
Floating type.
it is a
Floating
floating
type.
type. Now is this thing clear to every one of you? What is the difference between floating type and integer type? Integers are like this. Integers are like this. Okay,
Only
and
a
floating.
only a single number.
That is
Only
right.
a single number without
Only a
a
single
decimal.
without the decimal part. Integer without the decimal part. And if you are defining a value, if you are passing a value which contains the integer part as well as the floating part as well as the decimal part, then that type of value will be called as a floating type value. Okay,
Sir, can I ask a question?
Which do not contain decimal points are known as integer.
that's absolutely right here.
Sir, can I ask
Now,
a question?
yes, Kanak, please go ahead.
Sir, if there is a 3-digit number, but it is not having any decimal part, then also it is an integer.
Yes, of course.
Yes, sir.
It will be called as integer. Okay, until and unless define you'll define decimal part for this value, it will not be called as a floating type value.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now this is a floating type value, and if you will remove this thing from the last, then
Now it
it
is
will
integer
be
type.
that this is integer
Yes,
type.
sir.
So you can get the output also like this. Fine. Now let's come on this rules for naming a variable. What are the different rules that we need to follow when we are naming a variable? See, the first rule that is given in your book is the first character of the variable name should be an alphabet followed by any alphabet, digit or underscore character. See, whenever you are defining a variable, right now A is a variable here, right? A is a variable. If I will write down like this, will this one behave as a variable or not?
No, sir.
This thing,
No,
it
sir.
will not
No,
be,
sir.
it will not be called as a variable.
No,
Why? Because it's written clearly over here. The first character of the variable name should be an alphabet. It should always be an alphabet. Now, if I will write down like this, so this A1 is going to behave as a variable because the first part is, first thing is a variable, and after that, it, after that, whatever you are writing, it can be a digit also, it can be any other alphabet also. You can make use of underscore also if you want. Okay, you can make use of can we make use of a symbol like this, a percentile?
Yes,
Better
sir.
remember this thing. Please avoid
Yes,
making
sir.
use of these special characters when you are defining a variable. Okay, remember this thing. It is not going to give you the right output. अभी के लिए मैं आपको इतना बता सकता हूँ, जब हम कोर कोडिंग कंसेप्ट सीखेंगे ना उस टाइम बताऊंगा इसका यूज.
Excuse
Okay.
me, sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, Ilakshi.
Sir, like this, you have added the variables a plus b. If we, for example, multiply or divide, will the result show the same? Or the
No, the
answer
result is going to be different, my dear. The result is going to be different. Right now, what is the result that you're getting? This is the result, 451.03. Now, if you will replace this plus with multiply operator or multiplication operator, so this is what you're going to get, the product of the two numbers. Okay, you are going to get the product of the two numbers. Rather than getting the sum of the two numbers, you will be getting the product. Similarly, if you will place a slash in between these two numbers like that, in between these two variables like this, so you are going to
it
get
will
the,
divide and show the answer.
that is right. Okay, so
We'll
this
get
is how,
different answers.
Same as subtraction.
Okay, sir.
So we are done with the first rule. Now let's come on the second rule. The second rule is saying the string variables names should have dollar symbol as the last character. Okay. The string. If you guys want, you can cut this rule. Okay. I would not like you guys to you know learn this rule. You guys can cut this second rule. We are going to stick with this first rule only. That how can we define a variable? Fine. So that's it for today's